Hey dumplies, it's David aside. Today I want to get into Jimin and a new rumor that has been going around revolving around Jimin dating an actress. This has been talked about for a few days and it seems to be picking up, so I wanted to squash this. I also wanted to get into aespa a little bit and talk about Giselle, which has been very controversial. So hater or not, make sure you're subscribed with the notification bell on. Let's get into it. So if you aren't aware, aespa is a new group that you should definitely check out. They are literally so good and awesome, and they had quite a rough start, maybe arguably still a rough start, but they really went from a somewhat hated group to now a huge rookie group. One of the most surprising rookie groups. A lot of it has to do with their amazing music. All of the girls are beautiful and very humble and seem very smart. They had allegedly also outsold Blackpink, which is surprising, just given how Blackpink is a pretty big anomaly, because typically a rookie group don't outsell the veteran groups. But this also goes to show how big aespa will be. Now, aespa gets a lot of hate, and a lot of it is just downright dumb, if I do say so myself. For example, one of the members, Winter, had also allegedly gotten hate for being on her cell phone too much. It was interesting because the scenes that they had shown to say that she was rude for being on her cell phone were scenes of her backstage or her in a car and on her phone. Accusations such as her dating, which is why she's on her phone, ranging from that to her just having an attitude. The girls are all pretty young, still in their early 20s, and it's ridiculous to think that this is a sign of being really rude. It would be one if she was at a fan meet and the entire time she was on her phone, but that's not what happened. She is having some free time and she is on her phone. You also don't know what she is doing on her phone. Maybe she has another business that she is running and she needs to be emailing them. I get so frustrated with the lack of empathy among netizens or whoever is saying this, because idols spend years of their time being a trainee and years after debuting as an idol trying to make money and not seeing their friends or family. The idol can't take a break unless the label deems they've earned it, which usually just means the label has made their money back. But then the idol themselves neither have time or money to go and take a break or see their family. So is it such a bad thing that Winter could be constantly texting her mom? There's no empathy. Imagine she's texting her mom and the comments online are, she has an attitude. Like, shut up. You don't have any idea what's going on. I also think aespa blew up really fast, and of course it can be difficult to just be swung into the spotlight, because no matter how much you prepare, you will never be ready when the limelight hits. The good stuff, like the sudden increase in money and fame, everyone loves you, but this also comes with an increase of stalkers. This also comes in a significant increase in people finding fault in everything you do, people breaking down your every move to ridicule and say that you're terrible. Giselle in the group is a victim of this. She appeared to have been having a difficult time keeping up with the choreography in the group, and people were saying she is lagging behind or messing up specific moves. There were even people on Twitter petitioning for Giselle to simply leave the group, as she is quote-unquote making the group look bad. Of course, if you mess up a lot, you'd ruin the in-syncness of the group dancing, but as I said, they were flung into the spotlight too quickly. If you take any group, especially in the beginning, you can break down the members and the dancing and you'd almost definitely see that the group have some quote-unquote weaker links. BTS is amazing, but you can definitely see the improvements from older to now. I have reacted to some of BTS's older work on my Patreon, and I have spoken about some of the changes they've gone through the years. If you want to check that out, as well as many other groups that I have reacted to, check out my Patreon, I'll link it below. But basically, this is normal. There's just such a big spotlight on them right now, and it's more visible. Give them time, they will get used to the spotlight, but also they will learn how to better their skills. Petitioning or wanting someone to leave is really messed up. Giselle and the other members have all worked so hard to get to where they are, and no one deserves their hard work to be discredited like that. And funny enough, if netizens notice one thing wrong, it's almost like the other things that the person is good at doesn't even matter. And Giselle is a great rapper. There's been a lot of news stories picking up, and I think this could be a good reason why it can often be scary for veteran groups to go and take a small break, because once there's very little to talk about, people will find something and make something up. People have been wondering where Jimin has been. He has been making small appearances here and there, but he hasn't been too active on his own social media. However, it was rumored that Jimin actually ended his relationship with a female actress. Funny enough, people were saying that neither of the two were relevant enough for this news to take off, but I just don't think that's true. If a confirmed Jimin dating came out, like Hyde posted it, you're telling me no one would care? It's not true. And the actress is pretty famous too. People would care. So Jimin was accused of dating an actress, Song Dae-yoon. There were several pieces of quote-unquote evidence of the two dating. One was when Jimin posted his 7 tattoo tattoo on his finger. People noticed that Jimin and Daeyoon were wearing the same earring, and they allegedly posted their photos like 5 minutes apart. I think this is such a weird piece of quote-unquote evidence. In the photo, they mentioned that Daeyoon posted wearing said earring. She was out and about. Looks like she was at a ball game. Jimin posted his photo with his tattoo in what looks like Hybe's studio. So what's the claim here? That they both happen to be wearing a trendy piece of jewelry? We know brands often send out jewelry for free to celebrities for them to wear to post pictures in. So why wouldn't a brand send the same piece to several celebrities? To claim that the two are dating because they posted 5 minutes apart? Like, I understand if the photo was Jimin at a ball game and then 5 minutes later Daeyoon posted a photo of her at the same ball game, but that's not what happened. Photos are posted literally all the time. Millions of pieces of content are uploaded like every hour. I'm sure I've posted something 3 minutes after BTS has posted something without me knowing. Another theory that Daeyoon watched a show that was called Ally, and Jimin also posted it on Weverse, I think, saying that he recommends it. If celebrities are watching this show or movie, it's likely made its rounds already, and a lot of people know of it already, so it's not surprising that both of them would like it. One of the main pieces of quote-unquote evidence was that apparently Jimin and Daeyoon were at the game together, a soccer game. A photo that Daeyoon posted of the game caught the back of someone who was apparently next to Jimin. It was believed that it was a stalker or staff that had confirmed that Jimin was at the game with J-Hope, that Daeyoon and Jimin were there on the same day. It was seen that the hat that J-Hope was wearing matched up with Daeyoon's IG story, and then we also saw the alleged Jimin in a red sweater. But it's weird to say that this means date, because even in the photo that Daeyoon posted, you can see that the alleged J-Hope and Jimin are at least one row over. As in, there's at least one full-blown row separating Daeyoon and Jimin. I don't know about you, but if I were on a date, I would typically want whoever I'm dating to be sitting right next to me so that we can talk and get to know each other. And this is the whole point of dating, is to know each other. What you're actually doing on the date isn't really the point. The point is to spend time together, to which the two are not doing. And if this was a date and the point was to be a date, I don't see why the two wouldn't just do something private where they could actually be next to each other. It's so weird that the two celebrities were at the game together, and I think this is what is shocking to people. Like, most of us don't run into celebrities all the time, and it so happens that on this particular day there were two celebrities that have had some similarities online, and they were both at the game. But sports are still very important in culture, and it seems like all the members of BTS are into sports because they realize the significance of sports and how much it matters in their country. So of course they'll attend a game or two. There's other theories like Daeyoon's friend following Jimin or whatever it is, and this is so weird also to compare. It's not like Jimin is a normal person where these things would be too coincidental. But Jimin is a celebrity. Daeyoon's friend and tens of millions of other people are also following Jimin. It wouldn't be uncommon if Daeyoon was a fan of Jimin, or even if Jimin was a fan of hers. They both produce great work, so why wouldn't they be a fan of each other? Netizens online were saying that Hybe will be taking action and suing people who make these claims, but these claims are silly. They don't really hurt either idol, so I don't know if they can take legal action. But since there's very obviously no merit to these claims and they make little sense, it obviously won't go viral and people will look at it and be like, this is ridiculous. So what do you think? Do you think this was quote-unquote evidence of the two dating? Do you think Hybe will take legal action? And how do you feel about people attacking Giselle from aespa? Let me know what you think. Make sure you check out my Patreon for more videos, link down below. Thanks for this lovely comment right here. Love you. Bye.